Euston's taxi rank looks better than ever and aims to fix past issues. But passengers are still frustrated. Let's uncover the reasons why this rank is still a mess. You might remember my anticipation of this rank in previous videos, namely that the overall rank was too small and that cabs couldn't get out of the rank fast enough. So in busy times, not enough passengers could be loading up into taxis and it would just create really long queues for passengers. This time round at the new multicoloured rank, we have two problems. First off is passenger experience.
I'm inside a Euston station. How long does it take for me to access the taxi rank? 4 minutes past 3, let's go. Taxis that way.
From inside the station, it takes approximately 5 minutes of walking through narrow, congested, confusing passageways, crossing a road.
Okay, alright, had to wait for the green, obviously.
All whilst exposed to the elements to finally get to the taxi rank.
I'm actually here at the taxi rank. God knows how many steps that was. That's probably more than my average daily step count. That is mad.
And once you're there, the problem's not over. Because there might not be any taxis at the rank. Taxis can't get there.
Black cab drivers say a new taxi rank at Euston Station is virtually impossible to use.
Whoever designed this rank has not thought about how taxis actually access it. Arguably the most important thing of a taxi rank is getting the taxis in there. I mean, this almost reminds me of when you played The Sims when you was younger and then you would remove the doors, build a pool without a ladder. Well, it's like whoever's designed Euston taxi rank is like, yeah, the cabs don't need to get there, it's fine, like, you know, it's okay. Approaching from the north, there's no problems, this is generally the easiest. However, as I generally work in central London, it's very rare that I approach this rank from the north. Maybe when I start out my shift, and that's about that. From the south, well, the biggest issue here is traffic. There is only one way of accessing the rank, and as you have to go through parts of the London borough of Camden, it's no surprise there's a lot of traffic en route. From the east, again, you only have one way of approaching it. Churchway and Grafton Place. So you're travelling along Euston Road, right to Churchway, left into Grafton Place, and you forward your way into the rank that way. For me, in like my mind, the word Churchway just always screams traffic at me. So if that's the option of me getting to the rank, I'm probably not going to go that way. And depending on how busy the Euston Road is, you might as well better off going somewhere else.
I think that the equation then comes to mind. It's like, I'm just looking for a job. Is it really worth me spending 10 minutes of my time trying to get to Euston Station, and by the time I get there, there's no jobs, loads of taxis, when I could have just joined King's Cross and just start progressing through that rank? And this is the trade-off we're always having to make as London taxi drivers. I mean, even the ambulance is struggling. They've had to jump up the curb, go in the opposite lane of traffic. At this rate, I think they would be better off putting a board at Euston that says, if there's no taxis here, go check King's Cross. This is going to be 20 minutes at this rate. If you think this is bad from the east, just wait until we approach it from the west. Churchway. Amazingly, Churchway Grafton Place is clear. And don't forget as well that the buses also have to take this route. They can't turn right into here. So some 15 minutes, well, nearly 16 minutes later, we are here. We are at Euston Station. I wonder how much worse it could get from the west.
Well, this is the most ridiculous. To begin with, you are in literal spitting distance of the rank. You like are driving past it. You could literally shout for the passengers to get in your taxi. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because that's actually touting, and touting is against the law. On approach, right now, I go past 3 potential options for getting to the rank. So we're trundling along the Euston Road, eastbound.
Now, buses can take this left here to access the bus stop, right? Taxis are not allowed in here. So taxis can come out of the rank, but they can't get in there. Okay, so I can't do that one.
Second one is getting a left into Eversholt Street.
Right, I can see the taxi rank there. I can see there's customers there, and the taxi rank is moving. I want to join it, cool. I'm not allowed to do a left turn into Eversholt Street.
Now, I understand that currently, when the lights for Euston Road are green, that left turn into Eversholt Street is prioritised for pedestrians, so they would need to meddle around with traffic lights to get this correct. And the third one is the left into Churchway.
I'll take my next left. I can't. It's forward only. I can't turn left into Churchway. I have no idea why, because the pedestrian light is red. There is nothing stopping me, in theory, from doing that left. Oh dear. I'm now very quickly heading towards King's Cross.
And the reason for this, you might remember in the early days of the pandemic, they built that ridiculous cycle lane that went from the west to the east along the Euston Road. So as a result, the left turn into Churchway was removed to protect the cyclists. However, there's now no cycle lane there. You are forced to go straight ahead. And what's even more frustrating is that as I drive through this junction of Euston Road and Churchway, the pedestrian crossing is red, which basically means that they haven't got to fiddle around with this junction. They've just got to change the straight ahead arrow into one that also allows me to turn left. So what is the correct option? Well, slightly frowned upon is to drive a bit further eastbound along the Euston Road. Get a U-turn so you can then turn right into Churchway. Other options might be turning right into Upper Woburn Place, getting a U-turn there, and again heading north into Euston Square. Or I go on a little bit of an adventure.
So my only option is my left into Charlton Street.
Now, I know that Charlton Street that leads you like down by Somerstown and Somerstown Coffee House is actually restricted at certain times of day. But hey, it's a fun YouTube video. Let me find out a bit more about London.
Between Wednesday and Friday, well, I'm lucky it's Tuesday actually, between 9 and 4 p.m. I can't go through here. So I can't do this on a Wednesday or a Friday. Just remember, I've already driven past Euston taxi rank. I saw it. I could pretty much touch it. And now we're doing the tour of Somerstown.
For me to access the rank legally, I have to go way beyond the taxi rank, get like the third left turn option, then discern what day of the week is it at what time. And then once I get through Charlton Street and I want to make my way over to Eversholt Street, I'm confronted with a low traffic neighbourhood.
Oh, plant pots, am I allowed through here? I don't know, it looks a bit... Really? There's nothing saying I can't. Have I... No, it is. You're not allowed through it. What? What? Okay. Have I just entered a low traffic neighbourhood? I think I have. So that's changed.
I didn't even realise there was one here. And it's got my head scratching. I'm like, where's the sign?
There was no signage. Where was the signage? Well, that's scuppered my plan entirely. How is this supposed to... I'm an expert navigator, right? It's not on my cabbie's mate. Used to be able to go through Phoenix Road all the time.
Why is this a problem? Well, there's got to be some sort of a balance here. Because in all of these examples, the effort taken doesn't warrant the reward.
Right, now I can come down Eversholt Street, and it doesn't help that these low traffic neighbourhoods don't align. So I've got to go through the first one, which was Wednesday to Friday, 9 till 4. Then the next one was a school one, which I can't go through in school hours, but that is Monday to Friday. Like cryptic bloody crossword to try and work out if you can get to the station or not. To then eventually get to the point where I can now get a right turn, when if I'd have just turned left there, or turned left before where the buses can go, it's not like it's a cheap bit of rank there. It's not like they've just painted a few lines on the floor and gone, right, there's our taxi rank. They've actually spent money on it. Right, here we go. So, ready to join the rank. I think I need to have a lie down.
And in fact, in most of these examples, the time it's taken for me to access the rank, it's probably quicker for someone to walk from Euston Station to King's Cross and get a taxi from there. So what is the solution? Well, the LTDA, the London Taxi Drivers Association, has been informing passengers that it's not the driver's fault, that we want to get there, but it's quite difficult for us to do so. Hopefully siding with the passengers and that the passengers put increased pressure on Camden, TfL and the station to get this resolved. Yes, they designed this beautiful looking rank. They even put these really high-tech screens in on Upper Woburn Place and various bits near the rank, which will tell you as a taxi driver if the rank is full. But they're kind of pointless because the amount of traffic it takes to get from that sign to the rank might have cleared up by the time you get there. Steve McNamara, the General Secretary of the LTDA, spoke of their frustration and basically said that they contacted TfL and TfL believes that to get that left turn back on Churchway, is a traffic order, and that could take up to 6 months. They should contact Camden. Now Camden then say, oh no, it's a HS2 issue, and then HS2 say, oh no, you've got to contact Network Rail, and Network Rail then say, go back to Camden. So there we go, it just creates this endless spiral of no one wanting to take responsibility. Meanwhile, passengers are waiting in the wet, in the cold, and us cabbies can't get a job and will probably seek to go elsewhere. If you've enjoyed this, then I think you're really going to like this video here I made about taxi apps in London. How we had one of the best apps way before Uber, but of course, how it came to its ultimate demise. Really enjoyed making this one and I think you're going to love it, so please do give that one a watch.